I know I said in a recent video that we weren't going to be doing comment responses for a couple weeks, but the recent controversy surrounding Sam Pepper is a thing that I think warrants us saying something significant, but also warrants us saying something as soon as possible. And so this little video here is not comment responses the way that we normally do them. I'm not going to respond to a bunch of comments, but I am going to respond to one comment. Amy Kinsman wrote an amazing comment on our popularity episode that we're going to put a link to in the doobly-doo, but I just want to read one sentence of it at the end, which says, "The point of culture is to create and to be valued in some capacity by an audience. If the culture continues to harm the audience that it was created off the backs of and for, that it isn't worth a damn whether people think it's critically or monetarily or influentially valuable, because none of those things are worth more than that audience." And I want to say that I agree with that. I think the videos that Sam Pepper made, whether or not they were a social experiment or they were pranks, show a fundamental disrespect not only for his audience, but for people. These videos stand as an example of how creators can feel empowered and justified in making terrible decisions because of their status as creators. And as audience members, and members of a community that gather around media, we need to not stand for it, ever. And we need to be very vocal about the fact that this kind of thing is absolutely unacceptable. Anthony D'Angelo made a bunch of really great videos about this idea of responsible media consumption and the responsibility of creators and audiences, and we'll put links to those in the description. He says a bunch of things that I would say, a bunch of things that I wish I had more time to say. And on the subject of us treating this more seriously, not just at the end of a video, but, you know, in its own, having its own discussion. That's a thing that I really want to do, but I also want to do it with nuance, and I want to do it calmly and not like I'm about to rip all of my hair out in rage, which is sort of how I feel right now. So I want to, you know, some distance might be helpful, but I also want to stress that this is a conversation we all need to be having right now, and it's important, and we need to have it and have it loudly. And thank you, Amy, for writing this comment.